Did you do all this in Minecraft?
This is Luke reacting to the trailer of Despicable Me 4 that I recreated in Minecraft.
Jake, how did you manage to do this? It's very beautiful, quality, colorful, seriously impossible.
Okay, but to answer his question on how I recreated this trailer, we need to go back 48 hours. The first thing I did was take the trailer and separate it into several scenes that I am going to recreate. Number 1, Gru's house. Number 2, the minions fighting in the pool. Then number 3, Gru arriving home and seeing his kids. Then he receives news from this guy here saying that they will need to leave the house. They go to a shelter and there's some adventures happen, like a robbery, a crazy skunk, and lastly, a scene of them in the market making popcorn. There will be 9 parts in total. We will divide it into categories. The first one will be his house. So let's go, and I will explain how I did these first 2 scenes. For the first part, it is Gru's house. So I needed to make a house for him. I started creating a house for him and tried to make it as similar as possible to the one in the movie. And okay, our house is ready and it turned out amazing. Okay, I know the house did not look anything like the one in the trailer, but that's because when I was building it, I remembered something. I remembered that in Minecraft Bedrock, which is the mobile version, for those who don't know, there is a Minions map that you can buy. In this case, I already have it. And by coming here, and voila, look, now I have a Despicable Me map in Minecraft. The only problem is the following. This map is for Minecraft Bedrock 1.20.4, and the mod I use to create trailers is in Java 1.12.2, which is Blockbuster. So to play this map in 1.12 Java, I will have to convert it. Yes, some things won't be there, like these 3D models and some blocks, but I'll find a way to fix that. Well, as I said, some of the blocks were buggy, like these here on the road, etc., but no problem. Because what really matters is Gru's house. Okay, it wasn't like this. I added some things here from mods like this one from DecoCraft and such, but okay, we already have the first house. From what appears in the trailer, the first take is recorded around here, showing Gru's car entering the garage. So I'll do the following. I will position myself here, and as you already know, I press this button to start a recording. And yeah, I turned into a car. In the first person, it's hard to see, but here, look, a perfect view. Gru's car is quite strange, but we just need to get in here and go to the garage. Okay, the recording of the car going into the garage was done, but as I said, the first category I divided into 3 scenes. Gru arriving at the house, then showing inside, and his child. As you know, a new thing in this movie is that here Gru is a father, but I also have one thing separated here. I made a scene with a pool, and this is where the minions will kind of fight while one is floating on an inflatable. The other grabs a noodle and starts hitting him on the head. Okay, so we will create this scene as well. Well, I will do the following. I will position myself here. And the 3D minions model was not made by me either. It was already in Minecraft Bedrock. Since I downloaded the map, everything came together. In this case, I only made this inflatable around him, okay? But it was easy to create, so I don't even need to show it. I will stop recording with him here. And next to him, I will add another minion also relaxing in the pool, but this time with a different inflatable. It's a donut inflatable. Now, coming here to the recording, I can open the editor and position this minion in a way that he hits the other with the noodle. This animation will take some time to be done, so I will do all of it here. And it turned out like this. It's very funny, but then he kind of gets mad. In Minecraft, it still looks a bit ugly because it doesn't have lighting, colorization, or anything, but later I will add some shaders and it will look much nicer. Well, the first 2 scenes of category 1 are ready. Now what's left? Gru entering the house and seeing his child. But there's a problem. Here in the internal part, there's no house because, as I said, this map is from Bedrock, and I think the creator didn't make the inside part. Or if they did, it disappeared because, as I said, converting from Bedrock to Java caused many problems. Some parts of the map got corrupted, so now I will have to create it from scratch, and that's what I did. I created the part of the scene that appears, which is only the kitchen. I didn't make the whole house because the whole house won't appear, just the part where he arrives with groceries from the market, seeing his daughter and his wife, and then the baby. And the decoration turned out very good. I used a kitchen mod to put a stove, table, etc., and look how the scene turned out. I tried to recreate it in a way that stayed very true. You can see that this texture here, etc., is a texture from the original map in Bedrock. I liked it a lot. It gave the walls a more yellowish theme. But well, now we need to separate all the characters that will appear here. And this time, there are quite a few. And I separated the characters that will be used in this next scene. First will be his daughters, then the new baby, then Gru and his wife. Having all this here, now I will record with each of them. Well, Gru, right after he arrives by car, enters the house and comes with the groceries. His daughters will be here in front of the table. I will first record with her, now with the one in a pink jacket, and lastly this one here. Okay, with the recordings. Done. The wife will be roughly here in the corner. She will be facing away because she has a T. Ah, no, she will be facing forward with the T, actually. Wait, remove the recording. Actually, the baby is behind her. Now, after Gru finishes with the groceries, he goes over and she turns around. Here, look, as I said, she will be facing forward with the T. Gru arrives and she turns with the baby. Well, in the actual trailer, if we look, there's a part where the baby doesn't really like Gru, so I made an animation here like this. Then Gru looks like, no, I want mommy, as if he doesn't want Gru, you know? But the scene itself turned out very good. And our first category is ready. So now we go to the second category, which are 3 more scenes. Well, first is this guy here who arrives saying they are in danger. Then they go to a shelter. And in this shelter, his daughters are very happy, mainly because there are a lot of sweets. And then they kind of go to a place for a robbery. So these will be scenarios I will have to make since there's no download. I will make all 3, starting with a mini living room like an office where a conversation will take place. I wanted something very basic, just an orange wall with white details, some paintings, and a door, nothing more. And here, look, the scenario is ready. A guy with a suit and tie will arrive through the door and say they are kind of in danger, as I said. And here, I have him separated. I think it turned out very faithful, actually. It was one of the models that looked most like the drawing I created. Yes, this one. I didn't get it from Bedrock because it wasn't there. I created it from scratch, but that doesn't matter. What matters is that we will come here and separate the scene with all the characters we will use. In this case, the doors, Gru, his wife with the baby, and also the girls, right? Well, let's start recording with the most important character of all. Our dear door, yes, she is a very important character. Okay, kidding, just because we need her opening. Okay, recorded with one. Now here on the side, we record with another one. Wow, it's all crooked, man. I will have to change this later. Okay, now seriously, I will put the guy here and he will enter. Wow, these scenes are a mess, but relax. Nothing that editing magic can't fix. Okay, there's also his wife holding the baby. Junior, with all the mess sorted out and everything in its place more or less, look, it stays here, look, it looks good. Each character in its place and all. With the shaders, it will look much nicer too. It will give a better aspect, and I added some lines in the shaders around to make it more cartoonish. But look, the scenarios here in the video are looking very good. Look at this. Both they and the scenes, right? Look, it took a long time to make this reproduction because I had to copy it from the other map and such. So if you are enjoying this video and how the quality is turning out, subscribe to the channel and leave a like because we are at 100,000 subscribers. And I really want to reach the mark of 500,000. So if you like the quality and content, subscribe and share it with your friend. Okay, for the second category, there are only 2 more scenarios left. The first one, which is the office, is done. So now I will make the shelter and then the robbery room. Since I haven't watched the movie, I don't really know what they want to steal, but whatever. The shelter I created is kind of like, I don't know, an office. I put cabinets, a lot of scattered documents. You can see there is a scenario with a staircase. So I created the staircase with mini blocks, the Tios, and wind beats. A candy machine because his daughter really liked this machine. And in the final result, I think it turned out very faithful to the original look, a very beautiful scenario. As I said, the candy machine, the staircase, etc. Looking out, it even looks like a real house because there's the street there, but if we go out, it's just a cube with a false scenario. Well, in this specific scene, these characters appear here, and technically they are just entering inside, kind of getting to know the orphanage. So I recorded each one separately entering inside. After I recorded all of them entering, one detail is that she really liked the candy machine. So I will make an animation of her raising her arms like this, as if she was very happy. There are sweets behind, Doritos, Skittles, etc. With everything finished, all the characters animated in their way. Well, and now for the last scenario of category 2, it's the robbery one. It is the following. They kind of come down as if they were rappelling on a rope. And then they are in a place that looks very rich, actually. But there's a detail, there's kind of a skunk inside, and it ends up causing a lot of trouble. So I created a part where they are rappelling down the rope. A dark place with some windows like, I don't know, medieval castle. And then the place I mentioned where the skunk will be is very much like an office of someone very rich, you know? Well, this part turned out very decorated. I put a lot of detail, map, paper, etc. The first is here, where they are descending. Doing this recording, I think it will be a bit complicated actually, because I will have to be flying up here, and look at me there, well, but I will do it. I already separated the characters, each one with their bandit skin. I don't know if it will work, but I will press to record, and as they are descending, I will just do this here. I think it's good. Then with this one here too. Cut. And lastly, the minion, and kind of the minion is holding the baby there. They put the minion to hold the baby. Okay, when they manage to get in, then it's already the next scenario, which is this one. Well, what happens here is the skunk thing. They didn't know that there was a cage inside. The cage is not here because it will be in the scene. But the skunk that jumps on Gru's face is this one here. I tried to make him run like this, quickly. I don't know if it turned out to be a very pretty skunk, but yeah, that's what I managed to copy for a skunk. I also added normal Gru, his child who will be on the table, the skunk, and the cage. In this case, the cage was what I mentioned. It will be here, exactly on the table. Then I press to record. Probably the position won't be perfect, but I will try to fix this later. I think if I fly up here, put the cage, okay, I will move it a bit to the side. Then with the cage here, I come and use the skunk. I will leave it 100% still. I won't move anything. Okay, calm down, like this. Okay, I already positioned the cage where it's supposed to be. Now I reduced the size of the skunk because it was too big. I didn't think I had created such a big skunk. It kind of has to fit in there, so I will make it fit. Just come here and drag it nicely into the cage. I think this size here. No, 25. Let me put its size to 35, like this. Perfect. Ignore that this Gru is here because he is part of the scene later. I have to animate him separately. Okay, put it here, and okay, it will stay like this, and as I said, now I will use Gru, who will fiddle inside here. And as I mentioned, his child, Gru Jr., will just stay on the table here. This is not Gru Jr. Here. Perfect. Ignore that this syringe later, it's paused in the air because there will be a camera looking at it from above. Like this, look, so much so that I animated the syringe falling again. It's kind of invisible, it's hard to see it because it's a syringe. So, it stabs Gru. Now there are a lot of characters appearing like this girl here too. The skunk and Gru, they keep fighting, etc. They hide behind the table. Here, look, I record with Gru, I record with the skunk here on the side. Wow, this skunk is very big. I always have to shrink it in the keyframe part. Look at this, it's funny. I will zoom in here to show you how the animation turned out. Gru. Wow, where's the skunk? It's on my side. But okay, I did a lot of animation. There are already many characters. And in the end, the final result will be something like this. I will give you a spoiler. I left a darker vibe and such because they are robbing. Gru's wife and his daughters are in the market running with a cart. I don't know why. In the movie, something must happen for her to be inside. And then the minion goes to make popcorn at night. And it happens that he gets trapped in the popcorn. Okay, the market I have here, guys, this trailer is very long, so there is a lot of character animation. There are some things I ended up not showing you how I did, like in the robbery part, I didn't show all the animations. It's better to leave it for you to watch the final result. But well, here in the market, we have these 3 characters appearing. It shows more or less this scene here with the watermelon, look. So it will start here, run with the cart. This first girl will jump inside it, and the other one will already be here. Let me position it correctly. Wait, here, okay, and then I can record. Recording, go. Okay, remember that shelter part I had built? So, coming out here, I separated a small space, which is a fake scenario, right? And I put this popcorn image, and in this case, it will be where the minion gets stuck after making, I don't know, a kilo of popcorn in the microwave for some reason. He stays like this, stuck inside. But seriously, it was a lot of work to do this, so stay with the result of the trailer. Despicable Me 4 inside Minecraft. Thanks.
Hello, everybody!
Rue, what's up?
Wait a minute. 3 girls, 1 wife. Something is missing.
This guy.
Oh, there's my boys. I know you love your dada. Go on, say it. Dada. Dada.
Yes, of course he loves you. He just doesn't show it on his face. Or with his body language. Right, Brew Jr., come on.
Gru, I need a word with you. Your family's lives are at stake.
What?
We have to get to the safe house.
It has a vending machine! I love this place! Oh la la! Look up!
The most important part of a heist is being aware of potential dangers. I trained myself! What?
Come here, Wasabi il burrito. Up.